Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look at the team that got me to my highest elo for this season. It's somewhere like 3,100 or something like this. And this team is something that might be a little bit familiar to you. This is an adaptation of my OG team that I used in Season 3 to get to rank 1 in the world. And this team still works. Usually I had Venusaur in the back here, but I went for Roserade for the exact same reason that you see right now on the screen. Trevenant. Trevenant was a complete core breaker for the entire team prior to this, but with a Roserade on our team, we have now finally some chances against the Trevenant in general, especially if they say swap into you. You have like always basically the better spot there. Here I think we're gonna lose because he calls the bait there, which was smart, and he gets to the Earthquake right now. I don't know if we're actually gonna lose, but I think we do. Doesn't look too good. But yeah, this team really went well for me. I had a 1-4-1, like I started 2-3, but I started with a Venusaur as well. Then I had a 4-1, a 5-0, and a 3-2, I think. So I climbed like 150 points in 4 sets with this team. It's a little bit tricky sometimes to play. But having, for example, here Gallade, getting some farm against this Muk is always so overpowered. Like I have so many poison type say swaps because no one really expects Gallade. And if Gallade can farm something down, Gallade gonna go to town, and you're gonna see it here right now against the Gyarados as well. You can get one shield, you can get to another move, and we gain back switch advantage, and my opponent has the Askev in the bag. He has also Roserade way better than the Venusaur, because Venusaur has like nothing against the Askev, and yeah, in general Roserade feels way safer in the current situation in the bag than a Venusaur with my team, even though Venusaur was the OG Pokemon. But of course, after 7 seasons, I think, the meta changed a little bit. Like it's 1.5 years now or something. It took a little bit till the meta changed like how it is right now. But like still, the basic team idea here still stands and still does make sense. We're a little bit weaker against Swampert if we have Roserade, even though we have Leaf Storm. But oh, look at this. I actually don't understand my opponent. You're gonna see what he has in the bag. I don't know why you didn't just run into this, because that would hardware me. But okay. But yeah, like still Roserade is very good, and Swampert is needing nowhere to be seen. And you still can deal with Swampert as you have the Leaf Blade on your Shadow Gallade. You can also use normal Gallade. I like Shadow Gallade more just for the pure damage. You can farm down stuff way more easier with Confusion. But if you don't have a Shadow one, I know that a lot of people also had success with this team with the normal Gallade. Here I think that might be Obstacle and Double Charm. Also against Double Charm teams, Roserade is way better than the Venusaur, which is good. Here I'm just gonna try to go for the full farm down, but I think it's gonna be a little bit tough. My opponent goes on Moonblast, and we can farm all the way down. And oh, he had Nidoqueen in back. Yeah, there's nothing I can do here anymore. Good job there. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. The Venusaur the Venusaur like would be kind of better here, I guess, but like also not really. And like at this point I should already surrender. He got some, I think 2 or 3 quick moves for free in there after his charge move as well. Like if you saw my health bar going down like this, like it was crazy. But what we can do right now is just go for the Leaf Storm, get him low, but it doesn't really matter anyway, as he's gonna be able to KOs there, and good game to my opponent. Nothing really we could do there. We have a Charizard lead. That's also sometimes tricky, but him swapping out there basically already tells me that he most likely gonna have a Wing Attack Charizard or a Dragon Burst Charizard, and both of them we win with our Magnezone, and usually you don't really encounter a lot of Fire Spin Charizards anymore. And here, what he just did there was just farming up extra with the Magnezone. Now we have energy on the Gallade and on the Magnezone. And this Charizard doesn't like to take any move from a Gallade either. Look how much the damage did there, like in general. Now we can just let this go. We can go into our Magnezone. My opponent goes into, yeah, a Slowbro. And at this point, no, it's actually Slowking. Wow. At this point, this game was already over because you see, we can go into our Roserade. We still have our Magnezone. I'm actually gonna just, for the trolls, I kinda just wanted to see what happens if I go for the Leaf Storm here. That was the wrong play, definitely. You should have just like no shielded and went back into the Magnezone, farm up to 2 moves, and you would have been easily fine winning this game. Like this, I made it a little bit closer than it had to be, but we still gonna be able to win this game. Good game to my opponent. Well played there. And we have a Magnezone against the Gallade here. That's also fine for me. He goes for the Leaf Blade, totally okay. We can go for the Wild Charge, and we put him into range where we can just farm down. Easy like this, and we have ASCAP against us, which is kind of problematic. Sometimes we can go for the close combat, but yeah, we kind of get the last shield, the first shield here, and I'm just gonna let it go. I still have my Roserite in the back, we still have a Weather Ball, we know that this would KO him, we know we outspeed him. And what I kind of expect here is my opponent trying to catch the next move on something else, because yeah, like he kind of wants to keep his SCAF alive, and yeah, he has a Swampert in the back. Swampert just doesn't like the Leaf Storm. And at this point, I kind of wanted to catch the move, but also I just wanted to let him go and just swap out, because we have a Wild Charge start anyway. And this Wild Charge is going to be able to easily KO the SCAF, and we come easily back from this game. Roserite is really good, actually, like I really enjoyed it. We have Sylveon against us in the lead. Against Sylveon, it's kind of sad, you cannot go for 2 mirror shots to KO him, you need to have 1 mirror shot and 1 Wild Charge. We get the debuff, and we're just gonna go straight for the Wild Charge, as this is gonna KO him anyway. We see the Swampert coming in. Against Swampert, the only thing that I really want here is damage. Damage with my quick moves and maybe get the shield back. But I just want to get him low enough, because then no matter which move I'm gonna go for, I can just KO him. Like if it's like the Weather Ball from the Roserite, it's fine. If it's like anything else, it's fine. He goes into Wall Rain. Those walls are very nice for me. He can go for 1 Leaf Blade, and I can go for another Leaf Blade. And now he's in a tough spot, because this is gonna KO him, and he only has a Swampert, and he just surrenders there. There was nothing he can do anymore. Good game there. Charizard, and of course this one has Fire Spin, and he gets the extra move in, which is how it's supposed to happen. But yeah, I was just hoping that he didn't, and it doesn't matter, because he didn't expect us to go straight for the Wild Charge. And yeah, at this point, that was already very good for us, because we see my opponent has 2 Pokemon that are weak to Magnezone. And Magnezone is such a good Pokemon right now in the current meta. Like, a lot of people just underestimate the power of the Magnezone, and we can just farm down this thing no matter what. Like, it's definitely a Poison Fang here, and we can just go for the bait move here as well, because he has to shield anything. Like, he has 2 shields, there was nothing he can do otherwise. And we can go into our Roserite. An Ice Punch doesn't do that much either, and otherwise everything is resisted. An Ice Punch will easily survive. It's an Ice Punch, and at this point I think I'm just gonna shield, try to get to my last move, and I should be in a good spot, because I can also just farm down then with my Magnezone, or even maybe I even have a move throw. He just doesn't even shield anyway, it doesn't matter. We are just good here. Again, Magnezone against Magnezone, that's a tough matchup. You kind of don't want to throw first, and my opponent just gives me a way better lead here, because he just throws, and oh, he swaps out into a Gengar. I have 2 Wild Charge stored. I'm just gonna stay in and say thank you, and take 2 shields off you, and I can farm you down when I use 1 shield here. I get the move even through, which is really good for me, because I get less damage from him. And that's the cool thing about Galate, you can just farm down those poison types. He goes back to Magnezone, bye bye Magnezone. What is his last Pokemon? It's a Trevenant, we easily win. That's why we have the Roserite in our team. And Roserite has a Weather Ball Fire, which we're gonna see how much it's gonna do now. I would guess like 60%. Yeah, around there. Nothing he can do. I tried to be sneaky and like catch a move, but didn't work. Doesn't matter. We can just farm down. Crobat lead, totally fine for me. Muck coming in, also interesting. Double poison. Again, I'm just gonna let it go. I can swap out now. And even though the energy doesn't help me here, because he has Crobat, and Crobat is very, very good against the charge moves of the Galate, I can just farm down and realign my Magnezone later on. And I still do damage here. And he gets the extra move in, which is how it's supposed to happen. And I can get still my Leaf Blade off, which is good. And now I have a move start on my Magnezone anyway. I can go for it. He goes into ASCAF. And he shields at least. That's good. And I can go into my Roserite. I can go for 1 Weather Ball. I know that I survive a move. And I know that he doesn't really like to get hit by a Weather Ball. I'm just gonna shield. It's gonna be an Aerial Ace. Cool that he runs that. But this Weather Ball should already put him into range where I can KO him. It actually kills him immediately. And Roserite goes to town again. Roserite is so good right now. Actually crazy. Like, Roserite plus the Magnezone plays so good together. Of course, fire types are a problem for those two. But fire types are not that common, even though I made a double fire team. Play the double fire team. The double fire team was really nice. We see here Wall Rain against us. We can go for 1 Mirror Shot. And we can just go for the nuke move now. He has to double shield. I also kind of have to double shield, but I'm just gonna let it go actually, because we have the Gallade, and like I don't really care too much about it. We can just shield here. Goes for the Icicle Spear. I can farm up a little bit extra. He goes into Trevenant. Good catch there. But what that actually does is put him into range for Roserade, and I think this should already do the deal. Yeah, no, not really. But I know that he doesn't get to a Shadow Ball, so that's fine. Anyway, we're gonna see most likely the Shadow Walrein coming back in. I try to farm him down here. That's really risky at this point. But I got the extra move in, and that helped me a lot. And he goes into a Shadow Gyarados. Bye bye! And yeah, this thing is just gone. A good game there. We have Obstagoon against us. We swap out again. Sylveon, I expect double Charm, which would be really bad for me. But Roserade still would like that. We can go into a Magnezone and try to farm him all the way down. I think this one had like better stats, so I don't think I can farm him down. Because the Moonblast does a lot of damage. I have to throw here. But I can go for one Wild Charge now, and this one Wild Charge might help me in the later game. I hope he has a Fairy type in the back. Oh, I think that was the coolest game that you actually had with this team. Let me see. I can go for the shield. He goes for a Night Slash. I have to shield here again, I guess. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go for the Weather Ball. And gonna get the shield. I'm gonna go for the Leaf Storm and gonna KO him. Now I expect another Fairy in the back. And I'm totally right with this, but I'm double debuffed with my attack, so I cannot really throw a move here. So I'm gonna swap out, and now he has a charge move, so I have to go for one move. I only go for the Leaf Storm, it's resisted, he's at half health. Roserade doesn't care, it just completely nukes it away. Like, Roserade is so strong right now in the current meta. We have another Charizard lead, we have Mud coming in. Again, what we do here, we just farm up with our Gallade, our Gallade and our Magnezone, which just like basically the Mug for us is nothing more than just a slime ball of energy. Like, we just farm all the way down. And we get the Charizard out of here. I think he farms me down here because I make a misplay. Yeah, I expected to get to the another move there as well again, but didn't work. Here my opponent catches the Mirror Shot, but I'm just gonna bait again. And this time it works. And we're gonna get a double debuff on his attack there. We can go for one Weather Ball, he does let it go, and the Charizard just gonna go by. So good game there. But yeah, you see, like, those games are, by the way, all back to back. You see how strong this team was. Like, I had such a crazy good win streak as well with this team. Snorlax is always a little bit problematic. Snorlax is like a very good neutral Pokemon, which sometimes kind of sucks to play against, but it's fine. We can farm all the way down here. He gives me some nice farm. He has a Crobat in the back, which is something I don't really like to see. But we can go for 2 Weather Balls, which put him already below half health. And we have I think we have a Moostot with our Magnezone. We go for the Mirror Shot bait. I don't know if that was smart. It wasn't. And he has an Escape in the back. I think this is gonna be, this is the game we're gonna lose. I'm just gonna forfeit here, I think, yeah. There was nothing I can do anymore. He had Shield Advantage with an Escape against my Gallade. There was nothing I can do. Nice lag in the beginning here. Good job, game. We can go for one Wild Charge. This is gonna get the shield. We can swap into our own Gallade. And I'm just gonna let the first one go, because I know that I'm gonna be able to get to the next Leaf Blade in time. And either he's 2 shields down, or he's 2 shields down now. So he has nothing he can do there. And here I make a mistake. I make a bigger mistake. I go into the Magnezone and I thought I would win CMP against Gallade. Turns out I don't. And I have to shield there even though it was a Leaf Blade. I kinda had to keep it healthy. I'm just gonna zero bubble it and farm down. And he has Toxicroak in the back. Toxicroak in the back is kinda difficult usually, but right now, not really, and my opponent is a Walrein. And here we have to count perfectly. I know that I won CMP, so I have to count up exactly as much as he needs for the second Icicle Spear, so I get to the move prior to the Toxicroak getting to the Mud Bomb. And we play that perfectly out here. We might be able to win this game as well. A good game there. I think that's the last game now. Magnezone against Crobat. And we're gonna see the Drapion coming in, and we can just let this go. It's a crunch, but this is definitely not gonna be fun to play against. Drapion is always a little bit tricky. I catch the move, which is nice, but I think my opponent actually makes a bigger mistake here. We can go for the Leaf Blade, which is gonna put him very low, but he expects already that he could farm me all the way down, but Gallade survives over 1 HP in the room, And this Leaf Blade gonna KO him, and we can realign our Pokemon at this point. This game is over. Good game. No matter what you have in the back, I can always deal with it. I think it was an SCAF, so there should be nothing that can go wrong here. Especially if we have a 2-shield advantage, so good game to my opponent. I can just go for a Wild Charge. But yeah, this team still works. I can definitely recommend it to you. It's my OG team basically, and now it's a full Sinnoh team as well, which is hilarious. But it is still working really well, and I got to my highest elo with this. So thanks for watching. See you in the next episode, and bye.